obstacles. The fame shit is easy. Like I talked to some dude.
Your full availability in your brain. Like just when you're here,
isn't it a shame I want you to be the guy? I have to be the guy.
Oh, he did. He's the guy right now. But when you're here, man, all I ask of you...
There's a guy and I got to be him.
Yeah,
be him.
He's being that guy right now. And all I ask of you guys is this is a recorded, posted conversation between you and I. And I want you to come on and bring every little bit of yourself, what you're passionate about, what you mean. Like, I want that to be on here. I don't want you sitting on your phone for when people go on and look at this podcast one day and like, oh, cool, he's texting. Like, dude, I want you to bring you the raw.
I can't lie, bro. He told you before we went live, do not answer your phone.
Talking about this shit, bro.
No. I'm going to stop talking about it because I'm going to stop talking about it now.
All right, so let's talk about some music.
All right, bet. What's up?
What is?
And say some real ass shit because I'm telling you right now, I don't talk just to talk. I'm not gonna talk just because I'm in front of a camera.
Right,
I'm gonna talk.
Why haven't you put out music in the last? Why haven't you put out music in the last couple of months?
Because
that's a very intelligent answer. Because
would you two be nice?
I guess we're attacking each other, but let me answer the question for the people. Let me answer the question for the people. I haven't put out music for one because where I'm stationed at right now is trash as far as that industry goes. There's certain talented ass people who I give all my kudos to. You know what I'm saying? But as a whole, garbage. Anytime I step outside where I'm from, you want to talk about SoCal, we can get shit done there. That's where I recorded my last professional sounding shit. Obviously, this guy shouldn't have a drink in front of him because he's getting distracted about what
you two are too close of friends.
No. Listen. But the last time I recorded some shit was great. What are you talking about? It was great. We went to LA.
I didn't say it wasn't great. I said, when was the last time you did it?
That's true. Hey, that's true. He didn't say it wasn't great. He said when. And what he did ask you.
Last time I recorded.
Listen to me. He asked you, why haven't you recorded in a while? That's all he asked.
Exactly.
Bet. Why I haven't recorded in a while is because I expect perfection. And even though trying to be perfect can do the opposite and be detrimental to your timeline, right now, I'm still in a space where I want to be perfect. And I'll admit that. Like, I know when I do get the right setup, nobody's better than me. That's what I know for 110%.
All right, that's solid.
Like,
and I feel like everybody should think like that.
No, check me out, because you said, why haven't you put out music?
Okay.
I have the utmost confidence in what I do. And no one will say otherwise when I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. So the question kind of just threw me off in the first place.
And I'm going to stop both of you right here. I love the energy. I love the hostility, and I love it. It's great. But that is what's happening right here.
No, for sure. No, I love it.
There is some energy. There's some hostility.
No, bro.
Which is fine.
I love it.
I'm gonna say this right now.
That's why we're in the same room.
I'm gonna say this right now.
I love it.
I'm gonna address the elephant in the room.
I love it.
We're on a live show with people watching, and there's some tension. And this is great. People love this shit. People fucking eat this shit up. You know what I mean? But the reason I brought y'all on, man, like, listen. Y'all are both artists. You guys are both artists in the Boise realm. That's where we're at right now, dude. We're in fucking Boise.
But check this out. I understand that, okay, people might feel that there's tension. For me, not as just an artist, but as a human being, I live for this shit.
Me too.
So I'll have a conversation, but if you want to elevate the conversation, we can do that, and not even in a disrespectful way. Like, that's just how my energy's based.
Elevate it.
That's how my energy's based. I love this shit. I don't feel no disrespect about what he just said.
If we're talking about some shit, we're really just talking about some shit.
I love that. I love it. So if it needs to, if it
you
needs
guys
to be
know
controlled,
that. You guys know that.
We can switch the subject.
I want to keep the subject, but you guys know that. My listeners don't know that. I don't know that. We got to know everybody in here is kosher.
Well, I feel,
you know what I mean? Because there's some tension right here. You guys were going fucking little shook, dude.
To address the tension, let me say to the listeners who don't know, this is one of my best friends. Know what I'm saying? So we go at it all day, every day, all the time. So it's never like, to the average listener, yes, it's gonna sound like some tension, but I don't like, this is what we live for.
That's what we do.
As far as like future shit, what's about to happen musically, what you trying to? What you trying to do?
I'm not even what I'm trying to do. It's really because people know that out here in Boise, Idaho, there's not a lot of entertainment. There's not a professional sports team here. There's not a big ass artist here. There's not a big ass sports team here. There's not a big ass really anything here. So what everybody's trying to do at the same time is try to figure out how they can be the first thing to be the biggest thing out here in Boise, Idaho. So I'm like, all right, so there's that going on. But at the same time, it's kind of like, yo, you also just kind of have to like ignore everything that's going on, and you kind of have to just do the shit a little bit more by yourself. Because if you believe in yourself and what you have going on, your product, then that's going to outstand anybody regardless. And the moment that you start losing is the moment that you start focusing on everybody else that's doing whatever they're doing. It's like, really forget all of that. Okay. Like, you out here in a state that is Idaho, that is in the biggest fucking city in Idaho, which is Boise. And
you know what I think?
And you over here
you're in the capital, dog.
You're in the capital.
Hey, but check this out.
Do your shit. Stand out.
You know what I think? Respect to everything you just said, because like I agree with that in certain aspects. We are a part of a generation that's never fucking existed as far as the internet, bro. It's not even limited to here. We are a living social experiment. It's not limited to here. You are officially international with it. You're officially worldwide with it. You have the internet as a tool. So if you ain't popping, it's because you ain't popping. That's what I feel like it is. And I.
You got $16.
Yeah, $36. Thank you.
Oh, I missed it.
Check me out. All right. So it's like there was a point in time where your coordinates did dictate the certain aspects of this and that. You know what I'm saying? But now with the internet as a platform, I feel like each place you gotta, because there's industries everywhere that are specific to that region. You know what I'm saying? We have the internet. So it's like that's not the only platform that you should take on. Obviously, you got live interactions. There's some cities that have been established for so long that you could build up a different type of connection to your fan base. But at least, I could say at the bare minimum, at least now we have a platform to where we can't blame it on where you're from. Like, I'll blow the fuck up out of here. I promise you that. Just because of the internet gave us a platform to do so. Like, maybe if this was 20 years ago and I was this age 20 years ago, I'd be saying otherwise. But right now, I'm like, we're in the age of, like, there's no excuse. I feel like in a couple years, we're gonna look back at this time and be like, even the people who took advantage of it should have took more advantage of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny that you say that, because I actually want to add to that a little bit. You kind of said something about how, you're going to blow the fuck out of here even if you're in LA or not, right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
So,
yeah,
no,
matter
but that's kind of what you among the premise of what you said, right? So that being said, I actually think that it's better to be out of LA if you're trying to be a blow up, dude, because you're not going to blow up out of LA. You ain't. You got so much goddamn competition. You know how much more likely you are to blow up out of here than you are to blow up out of LA, which is actually better, because once you are that known dude from Boise, where you blew the fuck up out of Boise, then you go to LA. Then you're already like, dude, have you heard about this fucking dude outside of Boise, Idaho? Dude, this fucking guy handled everything out there.
I can't even disagree with this dude. I would agree. One thing I would add in there, though, is like, for us, we're from there. So even coming from here, we understand a different aspect of it. I like I said, bro, and everything I do, I have the utmost confidence to where if I was in a big market or a small market, I could outshine whoever. But that's just like a certain level of confidence instilled in me at a young age, honestly. But I do understand that, like, if you're being strategic, yeah, look at all of that, because all of it has to, you know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, it's better for some people to do whatever they want to do right out of here, just because
That's a big question.
Just because, and then it's better for some people who are in LA to stay. There's some people who are in LA that move to other places, Houston's and the fucking ATLs and shit that do certain shit. But I can't say ATL. I feel like ATL is like close knit. You know what I'm saying?
That's a big question.
It's kind of close knit, but like other places, bro, it's possible.
What's the big question?
That's a big question because you're basically saying.
What's the big question?
You're basically saying, are you better off being in an area that has not been as much founded as other places have been?
Open market.
Yes, 100%.
Like, you feel me? Are you better off in that place? Are you better off in untapped territory, or are you better off in tapped territory? But you know that you can at least make some sort of something about yourself if you're somebody.
Check this out. All right, check this out.
Hold up.
Ooh,
so
what?
here's the deal.
It's kind of hard.
Listen. No, you're so right. But the reason why I stand by what I said, where it comes down to like, dude, if you want to become something out here, we're all from LA, bro. What the fuck is happening when you're in LA? What does every single one of your friends do in LA? They try to fucking make it. What do you see when you're out here? Listen, hold up. No, I wouldn't say they do. Dude. Nah. I don't give a fuck if they're the fucking front desk lady at fucking the Krispy Kreme, dog. Like, listen, I'm not fucking done. Don't cut me off. Listen, I don't give a fuck if she's the fucking front desk lady at Krispy Kreme. If some fucking agent walks in there and asks her, what's your fucking dream? What the fuck is she gonna say? I don't want to be the front desk lady at Krispy Kreme anymore. I want to be goddamn Jennifer Lopez.
Yeah.
I'm in LA.
Yeah.
So that being said, every fucking person in LA, yes, that's why they're fucking there, because there's no reason why you would stay in that fucking shithole unless you wanted to make it, unless you wanted to go somewhere, or unless that fucking persona, the idea of living in LA, fucking whole thing is what makes you what you're attracted to.
Yeah.
That's why you're staying. Because there's something about that attraction. There's something about that fucking whole idea of being famous, being rich, being an actor. That's why people stay.
Check this out.
Who, even if they don't want to fucking be famous, they stay because there's famous people.
Right. One thing I have to add, and this is probably, I don't know what the percentages are looking like, but just based off of close experience, there are some people who were so LA at the heart, and I'm not just talking about the fame, and I'm not just talking about the fucking star walk, and I'm not everything about LA, the good and the bad. They're so
the good and the bad.
They're so born and raised LA, to where they don't even look at that as like an obstacle. They're looking at other shit that people overlook as obstacles. So when they get over those obstacles, fame is easy. There's so many people that have been talented, that had skill, that are SoCal at the heart, that understand that if I can make
Palos Verde, California, Palos Verde beer, that's what we're drinking right here. Gotta give them a shout out. Palos Verdes, let's go.
Hey, shout out to them. Shit, I'm sipping right now.
Shout out to the Palos Verdes.
But there's some people who once they make it past certain self expectations and like, you know, shit like that, shit that they saw as obstacles, the fame shit is easy. Like I talked to some dude earlier this year who said, you know, he had just moved back from LA and there's 1,000 hymns out there. And as much as I agreed with him throughout the hour and a half long conversation, the one thing I didn't agree with was that I feel like there's only one me. I don't care where I'm at. I don't care if I'm in your city.
And that's why you're gonna get further than him, homie.
Like,
that's why you're gonna get further than him, though. Because, you know, he's right, though. He's right in a sense.
He's right in a sense.
And the way that you're right is what's going to make you different from that. Is you've got that drive, but there's not a lot of people who have that drive to pull them out of that. And, you know, if you don't have that drive, maybe living in a place like Boise, it might be what's better for you.
No.
Just like we said.
That's what I'm saying. It'd be smart. And that's what I was going to say before I got distracted. It would be smart if you're in this environment. It would be smart to try to take over both.
What did we say earlier?
Why not?
What did we say earlier?
Why not? Why if you're here, why only look at a place like LA when you can take over potentially that and here?
Even deeper than that, what we said earlier.
Like you can do it here.
We said unless you see that shit,
you can do whatever you want, really.
Until you see that shit actually be either false or fiction, that's just neither false or fiction. So it's like, unless you see that shit actually happen, that shit can't be false or that shit can't be true. You can sit there and be like, yo, this shit is going to actually happen because I've seen it.